He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they're led out by the fourth-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards. Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
From the 36, Jones under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Denzel Perryman with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones on third down. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Johnson able to pick it. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets it to his running back, Cannon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again, Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Tommy. Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Try to shake up. Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Complete. It's Dodson. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Finding space at the 40. He's still on his feet. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here on these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just said, incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This offense finding its legs in another 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. That last run, they'll try again 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Yetur Gross-Matos. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Washington. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Ken Walker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston set to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Burrow on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just 35. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Burrow. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. 1st down. Here's Burrow. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jahan Dotson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Ajabo. The 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Jones, another shot here after the pick six.
Steps away.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some